Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, I just had a big screw up. I recorded this under 23's Arsenal game where we go. I'll show you that in a minute. However, once I looked at it, it was 30 minutes of my beautiful face and nothing else. So, obviously I scrapped that. I'm not even sadistic enough to show you that just as is. So we are going to the next match, Blackpool. And I will tell you, schedule-wise, sadly enough, it has only been a couple of days. It's 10 days. Well, we just finished this stupid game, so it's going to take a little while to get to this one. But it's only been 10 days since our Plymouth game. 4-1 win. Unfortunately, this weekend has been a madhouse. I don't know if you saw my channel update, but if you did, you'll understand why to a certain degree. However, friends, family, and all that, it snowed here. Doesn't do that usually. So yeah, it's been a madhouse. I have not been able to play all that much. But into this, Plymouth 4-1 win last time out. Hull City 4-2, not a bad game whatsoever. Typical game, they score first, and then we just get an absolute run in the second half. That 90+3 pissed me off though. But we still won 4-2. 2-1 win away from home over Crew. Harrison in the 45th, Whatmore in the 73rd, and Zanzala in the 76th. I love that name. And then we get to this absolute shit show. Do you see what I see? We were ahead right before halftime. Fantastic. I mean, not an easy game. I still are the under 23s of the Premier League in this. I keep calling the EFL or the Papa John's Trophy. I call it the Racist Pizza Cup. But are they in these games? I don't know much about the lower leagues whatsoever because it's very hard to even see those games over here across the pond. But I'm still shocked that the Premier League under 23s are in their own league and they're still combating against all these other groups. Your whole system over there is just whacked. But still, I know it makes a lot more sense than the playoff crap that we have. Whatever. But yeah, Whatmore in the 43rd, going into halftime, picture perfect. 90+1, 90+3. I was actually right after this one. I was like, okay, we're 1-1. I'm pissed, but we can do it. And that was actually a shit goal, absolute shit goal. They were passing it back and forth. We intercepted it and we passed it back to Alex Bass, our goalkeeper at the time, and they intercepted that easily because the guy was right there. So yeah, Blackpool it is today. And just so you know, this is the XG from that game. They had nothing up until this. Right after halftime, they got one shot, or I think it was right before halftime. One shot. And our XG never went above that pretty much. And just skyrocketed up until these two. Oh my God. Their second half, their halftime team talk was absolutely insane, apparently. This should be a close contest between two very evenly matched teams. Easy win predicted for Portsmouth. Who am I supposed to listen to there? But Portsmouth are evens. Again, throughout this entire thing, I don't know these types of things at all. I don't know odds. I don't know how to beat the odds or anything like that. But isn't evens? You're pretty closely matched. So why are we heavily favorites? So here we have our lineup today against Blackpool. McGillivray in goal, Brown, Naylor, Raggett, and De Silva in the back four. Naylor comes in simply because I apparently promised my head physio, not even Whatmore, but my head physio that Whatmore would sit out. He's obviously tired. He's been under a heavy match load. So he's going to sit out today. Naylor is coming in. Brian Morris is he's got 10 days left on his promise that I'm going to give him more game time. So here it is. He's got 10 days left. And he's pleased so far. I hate all these promises. But Curtis Cannon, Morris, and Harness in the back four, or in the midfield, sorry. And Marquis and Harrison up top. Hayawula is heavy. Harrison is heavy. Marquis is heavy. I have a lot of heavy players. I really should start actually giving Alfie Stanley. Why would I give Alfie Stanley? I don't want Alfie Stanley in there. Oh, he's unregistered. Hackett Fairchild is who I really want. And unfortunately, apparently, he's unregistered, so he can't play. So Hackett Fairchild he's come back from loan. I don't know if I mentioned that to you the last episode, but he's apparently been storming it in the under 23s. And unfortunately, I can't bring him in right now. I'm gonna guess he's 22, maybe thereabouts. He is 23. So obviously I need to actually have a free spot open for him. He's sitting in the under 23s right now. I think I had tried to get him out on loan, but I couldn't. I don't remember. This was like a month ago. So long throw in from, was that Brown? That was Brown. Now for a corner kick. And back into the same spot. Marquis Harrison straight at Maxwell. Unfortunately, that's how this crap works. So Brown with another corner. Yes. Sean Raggett, I swear to God, I clicked this. Please stop doing this to me. I'm going to say it again. A lot of the nice touches that they've had have a hint of crappiness to them. Like this whole thing, you can't get to the dugout when you're on this screen. That didn't really help much. Morris, Harness, oh, Harrison's not able to get it past his man, but still. And apparently it didn't ping off a defender. Okay. But I can't get to the dugout when there's certain information here that I do want to see. I'm noticing I would love to be able to add some more columns in here. I can change the head coach performance, but I don't, to team competitions, yeah, I don't really care about that anymore, but I would love to add another column here. Even if it's scrolling, I don't care. Because there was one, medical center I would love to have. Promises is the other thing. I really want to see my promises right there on the homepage. I don't want to have to go, click promises. I'm a web guy. I'm a website person. And I know clicking and clicking and clicking is such a bane to everyone's existence. So anyway, things like that. Dugout, like right here, if it goes to another screen, I can't get back here until I wait for another highlight. But is it because he's on a yellow? Is that why? I will say our players this tactic is very yellow card heavy. I don't know if it's the tactic itself. I mean, we're not standing on our feet for the entire time. They're going in pretty heavily, but Whatmore has gotten a lot of yellows. Raggett's gotten a couple. I mean, pretty much spread all over the place. Curtis has one right now. So it's very, very heavy. So you kind of need that extra squad. The extra squad mates, I guess. Because you need those backups. Because these guys are oh wow, Curtis, Morris, and Naylor. They're constantly going out. And Brown, Jesus. There's a lot of, suspensions here and there. It was a nice passing out to Mitchell. Virtue right at McGillivray, though. Thank God for that. Who needs to come out? Curtis is tired. Marquis is not doing well. Morris isn't doing well. Harness isn't doing great. He's probably pretty bang average, I guess. Curtis up to Morris. They battle the yellow cards. Harness not really skirting past it, but Marquis not able to get his foot on the ball. Cannon out to Brown. Back to Cannon. Banging it into Harrison. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can breathe. That Arsenal game pissed me off. I sat there thinking we have 5 minutes left because there was a +5 on it. All we have to do is just not concede. 1 minute in, we concede with the worst goal ever. I really should show that to you. I'll show you that after the match. It was a shit show. But then I sat there thinking, okay, we're going to go into extra time. Oh, disallowed. That should be a player. I should rename someone disallowed because we get a lot of those. That's pretty close. And there was a disallowed match in the Arsenal under 23s match, which apparently could have made the difference. But man, after that first goal, I just sat there. Cole de Silva's injured. Fuck. But I sat there after that match, or after that first goal, I was like, you know what? It sucks. But it could be worse. We could give up another goal in just the next minute or two. And what happens? We gave up another goal in the next minute. It fucking sucked. I was livid. Okay, so nice pass up to Harness. I mean, he had nowhere to go with that. Out for a corner, I will take it. But that was a fantastic pass. We have some good passers. And as you can see, we are bringing on our last two subs of the game. What on earth was that? Our defenders cannot head the ball to save their life. We've had Whatmore, we've had Raggett, we've had a couple who they're right in front of goal, and yet they head the ball and it goes skyrocketing up or just straight over the bar. Straight over the bar I'll take over what we just saw there, but still. So, thank God for their disallowment, because 2 minutes left, we're up 2-0. That is really close. Off the bar, but still. Why are you telling me to replace anyone? I've got no replacements left. 1, 2, 3. I can't replace anyone. Stop telling me to replace anyone. And I will fully admit that a lot of this negativity that I'm expressing right now in this episode, in this match right now, is from that Arsenal under-23s, because that was the worst game I've had in a long time. 2 goals fairly back to back in 90 plus minutes. I was livid. So look at that, 4 yellows. De Silva injured. And okay, someone explain this to me. Throw water bottle, I can understand. You're really pissed off. Thrash arms, I'm guessing it's like this. You're pissed off. Point finger. That would be pointing to one person. Am I pointing? You guys sucked. Because if I point finger, that was a good win, boys. That makes no sense to me. Hands together. Hands clasped together cautiously. Point finger assertively. Hands in pocket.
Great job, guys. That was really rock on.
I mean, hands on hips. I don't know. Some of these outstretched arms, understanding. Thrash arms and throw water ball, I can understand. But the rest are kind of whatever. Wouldn't do anything for me in a game. So as you can see, after 30 played, we are kicking the crap out of the league. We are storming it by 12 points over Hull City. Everyone's finally on 30. We've been going back and forth for a little while. Ipswich Town is at a -6. How do you have a -6 goal differential? How many times have you had the crap kicked out of you? Wow, Petersborough, I apologize. Portsmouth. Yeah, you've gotten a couple of horrifying results, but not too many. -6. That's gotta suck. But that does it for me right now. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to get you a game, probably not Wednesday. So I've got today, Monday, not Wednesday, but Friday. So I'm going to try and keep that schedule up. Every couple of Wednesdays, maybe I'll throw in another game. So I'm really hoping to get through a couple of these right now. We'll see how well I can do. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I'm going to turn off right now. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you our Arsenal under-23 Shane. I'm still livid watching these. Still livid. I now present you our Arsenal under-23's Shane.